All right, so the first chord in this song is an A major 7th chord. And how we do that is we have the biggest string on fret 5. That's the A. You can do different fingers. I like to use the first finger there. And then I skip a string, so the string underneath is an X. So you'll see underneath this finger, it leans over just enough so that the string underneath it is not making any sound, right? So if I curl that finger up enough or too much, so I can get my finger to show you there, that finger won't touch the string underneath it. But I do want it to lean over. That's what the X is for on that next string. So fret 5, finger 1, and then the underside of the finger is leaning over on the X. Then the next string down is a G sharp. That's fret 6. I'm going to use my 3rd finger on fret 6 there. And then I'm going to put my 4th finger on the string below it. That's a C sharp, fret 6. So I've got A, X, G sharp, C sharp, and the string below that I'm going to put my middle finger here on this E. It's the 2nd smallest string. Middle finger, or finger 2, E, and then the small string X, and then the underside of this finger is going to lean down enough to cover the string below it. So if I were to strum all these strings, I would only hear the ones my fingertips are on. So I'd have A ringing out. This one would make a clicking muted sound, the X symbol. Then I've got a fret 6 would make a sound, fret 6 would make a sound, fret 5 would make a sound, and then the smallest string. Now I might also catch it on the underside of my index finger. Let's see if I can adjust that to show you a different way. Oh yeah. So instead of being curled out, I let it fall down. Now not pressing, but just gently touching enough to on the underside to make that string muted. So A major 7, and the notes are A, X, G sharp, C sharp, E, X. Sometimes I'll place a different order, so maybe start with the small string X, then the string beside it, that's your middle finger 2 on E, little finger on the string beside that, string bigger, and then the ring finger on the string above that, finger 3, then X. Right here I'm letting the top of my finger kind of touch that, the underside of that string, and then I'll put my pointer finger over to the biggest string. So X, fret 5, fret 6, fret 6, X, fret 5, A major 7. So that's muting those two strings. All right, next chord over, C sharp minor 9. So we can start with the smallest string muted. So I'll let my little finger kind of lean over on that one, and I'll place my little finger on the 2nd string here, which is a D sharp. D sharp, so X small string, the underside of that finger leaning a bit, and the tip of the finger pressing in behind the middle fret 4 on that 2nd string. That's a D sharp note, and then the ring finger above that, and I kind of let them touch each other because they're quite close, but they're curled enough that they can lean into the fret, and then my index finger will go to the string above it on the E, and you'll see sometimes we make some weird angles when we're doing chords because we have to make these big stretches, so sometimes we lean that way, or the classical way is straight, or lean this way, so we'll have certain leans at different times. Right now we're leaning in to the pointer finger, right? So X, fret 4, fret 4, fret 2, then my middle finger will do a big stretch, so you'll see this kind of shape. To try and reach over to fret 4. And then the big string underside of this, the top of my middle finger is going to X out the biggest string down here, so we're not going to hear it. So I would hear it X, C sharp at the middle, pointer E, ring B, little D sharp, and X. So then if I strum all the strings, I get C sharp minor 9. Or you could pluck it, right? Okay, next part. Next chord. Let's see here. So this is a G sharp minor 7. For this one, you can use different fingers. I think the one we found was best for us was smallest string X, so let the underside of this finger lean over a bit. Little finger leans on the small string, then the second string, little finger curls in at the D sharp fret 4. String above that, the ring finger into the B note, and then the middle finger on the F sharp. So X, D sharp, B, and then F sharp. Then X on this string, so I let my middle finger kind of lean in a bit over on that string, and then the pointer finger. It's a lot of fingers to get in. You see come quite an angle here to get things close to the frets. I'll curl these fingers back and straighten these other ones forward so they get in line. Right? It's kind of an awkward thing. I use different fingers. I'll use like a partial bar sometimes. But we're trying to only press on those strings, and the X's we want to have our fingers leaning on them but not pressing on them. Yeah, so that whole chord progression, let's jam through it. Would be like this. So A major 7, these 3 fingers with the pointer. A major 7. If we switch to our C sharp minor 9th, C sharp minor 9, and then this one, G sharp minor 7, and we could repeat A major 7, then we switch to C sharp minor 9. Remember, don't press with the thumb, just pull with the arm in a little bit. Whatever fingers you want for G sharp minor 7. Yeah, so that's a fun loop. Yeah, have fun with that one.